It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 6, episode 11. I am Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
And we are back. So, how you been, girl?
I've been great.
Good.
I think.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I tend not to complain too much.
Right. I get it.
I couldn't tell you if I was doing good or bad.
Mm-hmm. Because I just lived, it's just day to day, it's just whatever happens, and I hate to say that, but hey.
My mother just asked me something. She was like, but this is so good and this is so good. I said, I'm a good faker. I fake it good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just the way I live. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've been convinced that people don't actually care how you're doing. So,
I mean, can we start
I
there?
just smile all the time.
Yeah.
It just works out better that way for us.
Right.
So how have you been?
No, I've been good. Just still taking care of mama, and that's just working. So just trying to get
Child,
back
we
to the
old.
swing. We are. I mean, that's just. And
As health challenges present
mhm,
in our parents and in our
mhm.
grandparents, it really brings life into perspective.
It does. I was just getting ready to say something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just let you know that, like, damn. Okay.
It is the most sobering feeling.
Yeah.
It's for, the people who took care of us
Mhm.
to be in that state.
Right. Not only just to see them, but then to have to take on a responsibility where
Yeah.
you're like, damn, like this
To
is
start taking on the
real.
responsibilities that
Mhm.
they took on for themselves.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is. It
It's
is.
definitely a lot. So,
Yeah.
but God is good.
Yes. Yes. So that's all we can
So,
do. So let's
the week in the world today.
girl. So I actually wrote down some topics, just some things that, just hit me in my spirit that I wanted to talk about.
Absolutely.
Let's see. The first thing, let's first talk about, and I don't know if you saw this, but Angelica Ross. Let's just talk about, for all you Pride folks, let's talk about this. So
Okay, I Googled her, but
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, but what happened? What's the
Okay.
issue?
So here's the thing. And like at first I didn't really like when I first read it, I didn't really see any issue with it. So on the first I don't wait a minute, was it the first day of Pride or was it his birthday or something? But anyway, so Angelica Ross posted a picture of her and Michael B. Jordan together. And she was, and I took it as her being funny, being as a joke, which it was. And she was just saying, oh, this is a picture, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is a picture of us on our first date. And she had first date, like in quotes, And she was just like, what did she say? It was just basically just saying how good of a person he was and how he talked about LGBTQ plus issues with her and all these other things and how he's an ally and all, just like all this stuff. So, okay, fine. I took it, like the date, everything, her being funny. I was like, of course they weren't on a date or nothing like that. They probably just ran into each other and just sat down and talked, whatever.
Right.
So, of course, the internet took it and they were getting on her about it. And Angelica, and for people who don't know who Angelica Ross is, she played Candy from on Pose. The one that was basically the quote unquote Venus extravaganza character, I guess you could say, based off
Now
her
wait a
life.
minute, because I didn't realize that.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
wait a minute.
Listen, okay,
The
so
one the one who had the body in the trunk.
no. because remember Venus Extravaganza, the real Venus Extravaganza. And by the way, Netflix is doing a documentary on her, and I think it releases this month, and I will be
Oh,
tuned in.
Jesus.
So Venus Extravaganza was a trans woman back in the 80s who was very open with who she was until it came to men who she was dating. When they found out that she was a trans woman, she was put, like most of them, even still today, you putting your life in danger if you don't put that out there, or even if they know, then it's just like, if they don't want you to get out there and say something, then that's your life on the line.
So is this the one that was the model?
No, she wasn't a model. No, she was the one that she had like the long blonde hair. She was like she was Italian, I think. Italian or Puerto Rican. I can't remember what they said she
Ah,
was.
you gonna make me go back and watch
Yeah,
Pose
just
because I
yeah.
don't remember her
No, no, no.
character.
No, I'm talking about the real Venus Extravaganza
No, on
from
Pose, which
Okay, on
one?
Pose. Angelica
Was it
was
the
the one.
model?
No, she wasn't a model. No, she was actually one of the she was one of the dang, okay, I'm trying to think of the names of the houses, but she was the dark-skinned girl who was friends with what was her name? The
Oh, I'm gonna go
light-skinned
back and
girl.
watch. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah, yeah. But
I'm gonna figure it out.
people know who Candy was, but Candy was the one who
Hmm.
was killed in the hotel, and her body was found in the closet. And that was loosely based
Oh,
off, and her character was loosely based off Venus Extravaganza. Yeah,
oh,
because Venus died
okay.
similar way, and Candy was out there, who Angelica Ross played. She was out there living dangerously, sleeping with straight, quote unquote, straight men or whoever,
Mhm.
and not letting them know right up front or whatever. So she was
I
putting
want
her.
us to have an open conversation about that too.
Oh,
Put a
totally.
pin on that subject
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I watched Nene and T.S. Madison have a
Yeah,
conversation,
I saw
and
that link you
I
sent
would
me,
like
and
to
I saw
just
that.
that particular point right there. But
Yeah.
go on. So,
Okay.
so
So
what are they
anyway,
mad at her
so
for?
they were mad at her because she basically was making it seem like that they were really on a date. Like she was trying to out him, you know. And
No,
yeah,
but you
and
said you thought she was joking.
yeah, and I thought like a lot of people would get that, but you know how some people are just
The
trying to
internet is
start
so
shit. The internet is
sensitive.
so sensitive. Michael B. Jordan never said anything about it. He never, because he's not that type of person. He knew what it was, whatever, I'm sure. So Angelica, now this is the part where I think that she's very problematic. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, so she was going on and on and on about so what if we were on a date? Like not refuting it, or which I don't think she really had to because it was obvious she was joking, whatever. But she just,
But she was saying, why are y'all making such a big deal out of it
yeah, and it was just
if
like,
he and I were on a date?
yeah, yeah. So she was feeding
What's
into
the
that.
issue?
Exactly. And I'm just like, but she just does things like this all the time. And, I mean, that's basically the reason why I heard she left Pose, why they killed her character off, is because she was very problematic. Then she was supposed to be on, what the hell was Ryan Murphy's other show? And I know this show because I watched it all the time, American Horror Story. They ended up going over to American Horror Story, caused problems over there, left. She did something else, caused problems over, so she's the
I
Dawn
just think
Robinson
this whole
of,
situation is problematic. And
yeah.
I'm glad you brought this up because
Mm-hmm.
this does flow into what happened between T.S. Madison and Nene.
Okay, go ahead. Let's just talk about it.
T.S.
Go ahead.
Madison said something like, I date straight men or something to
Mm-hmm.
that effect.
Yeah.
And Nene was like, listen, as I was confused too, because you do not date straight men.
Right. Thank
I don't
you.
know. I wish, I
And
don't
and
know
and
what
the
the
thing is,
big deal
Maddie
is.
knows. Maddie knows these men aren't straight. Maybe she's just thinking like not thinking, but maybe she's just trying to make it sound like, they quote unquote look straight. Like they're
Stop trying
straight.
to blur
Yeah.
the lines
Right.
like that. the-
And Maddie knows better, but go ahead. I'm
So she
sorry.
just no, you're fine because it really was like you as a straight person,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be as sensitive as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Even in areas and situations that I don't agree with, I still believe in offering a level of grace, a level of understanding, a
Mm-hmm.
level of sensitivity. And you know my motto. You and I have had a conversation about it. I've openly said it here. If, as a quote unquote Christian, if
Mm-hmm.
the Christian society believes whatever they believe about the LGBT, whatever you believe about the community,
Mm-hmm.
if the Bible teaches us that love covers a multitude of sins.
Right.
So if your position is that these people are sinning, if that's what you believe, and you are actually a Christian, you are supposed to offer a level of love, a level of grace, a level of understanding. And that is the position that I prefer to take.
Right.
So I like to understand. I don't like to just, be egregious with my words and not understand both positions.
Right.
But there has to be some type of line where she she was very, and even Nene was confused.
I was
because
confused.
Nene was like, "What?"
Yeah.
She said, "Well, they gotta be something, Maddie." Like, well, what? She said, "So what are you think they're bi?" She said, "No, they're not bisexual. They like women." But come on, but you listen now,
And that
listen,
part I
Linda,
got what
like
she
that
was
little boy.
saying, but it's still not. But go ahead.
No, you're fine. Listen, Linda, you do look like a woman, a very womanly woman, and not a soul can take that from you.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
Beginning, middle, and end of the day.
at the end of each and every day,
Yes.
you still have a penis.
I mean, and that's part of your persona.
I don't understand. Like I know we want to change everything.
And Maddie can't hide that thing. Let's just keep it real. So it's not like she can tuck or anything. I mean, listen.
I done seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hide it, okay?
No.
But at the end of the day, I get that you give woman,
Right.
look at you. But when everybody take their clothes off, I mean, so we have a term for that. Yes, he may be attracted to your look.
Yeah.
But he's here for the tool.
Exactly.
Let's be clear now. Let's be clear. He's here for the tool. You happen to be the best of both worlds. Because if he wouldn't be with you, he would go have a wife here and then go get a man at night. I mean, let's be clear, because that's what's been going on.
Yeah.
You just happen to be a mesh of the two. But at the end of each and every day, he still wants your tool.
Thank you.
Which makes him a homosexual.
Yes.
Like, I don't get, but my question, I think, is,
it is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What's the big deal? Like, if you're walking in your truth, why does that bother you that a man is attracted to you because you're a man? Yes, you look like a woman, but he's not. He's here.
He knows what you are.
What's between your legs?
Yeah, thank you. He knows that you're a trans
but
woman.
Why does that offend you?
Right.
Like, she almost treated it like it was offensive to say that you are still. I mean, I just don't, because if that bothers you so much, then why don't you remove it? They do make a surgery for that.
Yeah, and you have the money for it. You've had the money for it. So
that's the part that just was very puzzling to me. Like, she was very stand down, like she was standing on business about that. Like,
yeah. I was confused.
I date straight men. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
The moment he sleeps with you, he's not straight.
No.
And I think we really need to just be open about that.
Thank you.
Stop trying to blur the lines and make everything acceptable. No, that man, and that's cool. That man he's homosexual, and that's okay.
Right.
Because if we treated it more like that, like, it's fine if that's what you want to be.
Yeah.
Let's take the pressure off of you feeling like you have to hide yourself or you have to pretend to be something else. No, it's cool. Be that. But where we run into a problem is, stop double dipping. Like, stop going to sleep with women, or at least be honest with the women that you sleep with. But see, that's what they don't want.
Right.
They don't want to hear the women say no, thank you.
That's
because
what
most women are going to say no, thank you.
Yeah.
So we do, and then we need to address that, because we get on the girls, like you just talked about, Evangelista. We get on the girls who hide and pretend with the boys, with the straight men, but we ain't doing enough of getting on the boys who be pretending with the straight women. That's kind of like a silent thing that we don't talk about.
It's very taboo because of all the things that come along with it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and like when the download culture and all that was exposed, I mean, it's just like it took on a whole new life. So nobody wants to talk about it.
Yeah, no, men don't want to really discuss it, but
Mm-hmm.
you see them all day, every day, bashing the girls.
Oh yeah.
When the girls do it, it's a problem. Well,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the men that's doing it too.
Right.
You
Yep.
know, we don't want to be intimate with you either,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. You
Yeah,
know,
that's your
that's why
preference.
I say women stop bashing men who want to
Right.
sleep with men.
Right.
If that's what he wants to do, if that's his preference, let him be.
Yeah.
And then let him go on with his life.
Exactly. If you don't want to deal with somebody who's bisexual, then don't.
Right.
You
Let him
know?
be.
And there are women that do. Like
No,
they're
there
just like
are.
it's
There
whatever.
are.
But if you don't want
Especially
to, then
younger
don't.
women. I see a lot
Yeah.
of women in the younger generation. They just and no tea, no shade. It feels like to me y'all gonna have to accept it if you under a certain age,
listen,
because
they out here just doing whatever, just living carefree. So
it's crazy.
I mean, and so are some 40-year-old women, but that's a whole nother subject. So anyway,
Oh, Jesus. No, not today. Not
okay,
today.
no shade today.
Oh,
Okay,
not
we'll keep
today.
on
Not
going.
today.
Okay.
Oh Lord. I
So
wasn't
let's move
ready.
on. But yeah, so that was all. So basically,
So she's just being
she's just
problematic on
being
purpose.
problematic, and it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the 10th time that she has
Oh
been
my
out
Lord.
here. Yeah, it's just like it's ridiculous. And it's just like, just quit posting. And she does that on purpose. She posts controversial stuff,
Well, she's
and
trying
then
to make
just
herself stay relevant.
that's what it is.
It's why I hate social media.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's basically what it is. So
I want y'all to get off of social media and go find something to do.
yeah,
Find something to do that is not wrapped up in this fake world,
right.
in this facade that keeps you distracted from actual life.
Yeah.
For things that you could be doing to help the community, all these patches of dry property and dry land that you could go out and purchase when the
Listen.
city be giving the land away for $1. Go build a
Listen.
community garden. Go do
Do
something.
something. Yeah, do
But
something.
y'all trying to be internet famous is
It's
really
getting old.
sickening. It's really
Yeah.
sickening. And being internet famous for things that are not even positive.
I mean, because we see what happens, like your career doesn't last, quote unquote career doesn't last,
Crazy.
So
Speaking of positive,
yeah.
I put a comment under a video, and
Mm-hmm.
this is so wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think, I'm not saying anything that's serious, like somebody posted a video
Mm-hmm.
of they were braiding a little girl's hair. She had an iPad,
Mm-hmm.
and she was, they be on there messaging their mamas and stuff,
Right.
and on the message, the little girl, it said, "Mommy, this bitch hurt in my head."
Oh.
And so I went under the comment and said, she is way too young. And now, mind you, she looked like she about 8,
Oh, of course, yeah.
9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's not no big girl. Like, we ain't talking about no
No
teenager.
teenager, right.
Because her iPad had one of them little, you know how they be putting the kids' iPads inside one of those things that got the 2 handles on the side.
Yeah.
It'd be looking like cartoon characters or a
Mm-hmm.
butterfly, or her iPad had one of those.
Right.
And I went in the comment and said, she is way too young to be talking like that.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much commotion that comment I posted has started on Beyonce's internet?
How?
How did people even see it? Because to me, it didn't even seem like it meant anything.
Right, but to me, it's just like anyone with decency and common sense was.
117,000 people have liked that comment. The number of arguments that have been started under that, I'm not even reading it.
I wouldn't.
I have so many notifications.
Uh-huh.
I am disgusted that I even wrote that.
Right.
It's something that I had it wasn't even anything profound. Like,
No, it was just
it wasn't
saying.
snappy. It just simply said, and I said, way, like I put a lot of A's. I said, she is way too young to be talking like
And
that.
what was the problem? I mean, she is way too young to
And
be.
so one of the girls was like, "Oh, and you're way too old to be judging."
Oh, see,
Now
I
that
hate people.
comment, I left another comment. I said, if saying a child is too old to curse is judgment, I said, this is exactly what's wrong.
Exactly.
That's exactly the problem, is that you all believe saying a child is too young to curse is judgment. And by the way, I'm 45.
Okay.
And I feel pretty good about it.
Thank you. Hello.
What are you talking about? What is wrong with y'all?
There is something
Y'all think,
seriously wrong.
I think the arguments that are going on under that comment, it's insanity. The fact that to see that grown people
that's
think
the
that
scary
it's
part.
okay for kids to just do whatever they want.
And it's more of a problem for you to say something about the child. You know what?
It's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Kids be out here doing whatever they want.
Whatever, and that's why that's why things are going the way they're going.
It's exactly why we are right where we are.
That's why your parents be getting your ass whooped. And teachers, and just like because y'all just let these kids just do and say whatever. Y'all let them cuss out adults. It's ridiculous. It's just like there's no respect, none.
Zero. I was just like, I was really speak like, so when it hit at first, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when you see it say like, oh, 500 people, and I was like, oh, that ain't no big deal.
Right.
Then it said 80,000, and look, I had to go back to the post because I wasn't even going back to the post. And I went back and said, are they got these numbers right? This say 80,000. This got to be wrong.
Right.
I clicked on it, and I'm like, that should say 80,000 people like that.
Then you got them idiots in there that are just.
Then it's just comment. I'm a screenshot and send it to you.
That's crazy.
Send you all them comments.
And you know what? And the thing is, like, I don't pride myself on being a perfect person, but I pretty much am. But so but seriously, if I would see, if I were to see a comment like that, I would have liked it and kept it rolling. I mean, there's no need to even like comment on something like that because that's just what it should be.
Y'all's need to argue on the internet is sickening.
It's sickening. Y'all need to leave now. You said Beyonce's internet. Now we going into Blue Ivy territory. Y'all need to leave Blue Ivy and her internet alone if you can.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
It was like, wow.
But
so
the thing is,
really
I'm not
just
surprised.
let kids do whatever for real.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With no repercussions.
None. Wow.
Girl. So what's next?
All right. So, well, first of all, before we get into the mess of y'all's political affiliations and things, did you see Amerie's Tiny Desk performance?
Okay, so listen.
Let's just talk about it real quick. Now, let me say something before. Okay, I know I asked you, but let me say something because I know you about to say something. But I will say this, is at least she did like some of her other songs that people really didn't know. I'll give her that. She did. I mean, she had to because she only has like one hit, really. I mean, let's keep it real.
I mean, what, she got 2 songs?
2 songs, one major hit. So, let's just, so I will give her that.
No. She got 3 songs. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I forgot about Why Don't We Fall in Love? And then I forgot about One Thing.
Yeah.
And everybody likes that, talking.
Oh yeah, see, I was just thinking about One Love being her.
Them 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, them
but
3
go ahead.
songs
But go
is
ahead.
Like good.
Yeah, so I'll just say at least she had enough songs that could carry a Tiny Desk. But go ahead.
I don't know who I think I am first before I make these statements. But being is that I was born in Dayton, Ohio, and it is the home of funk.
Hello.
And I know excellent music.
Oh, and real quick, I just bought a shirt from Homage yesterday that says Dayton Land of Funk. So yeah,
I'm just saying.
That. Yeah,
listen, it's in our blood here.
Yes.
Okay, it runs through our veins.
Yes, I cannot wait to wear that. I'm gonna post me wearing it. But go ahead.
So, I mean,
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It was underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And the part I heard that really made me turn away from it is when she was singing Why Don't We Fall in Love? It just seemed you don't come to Tiny Desk with your weakest link. You come to Tiny Desk with your powerful vocals.
And
we always knew she had a baby voice. Let me say that. Now, I ain't trying to.
We know she ain't no powerhouse vocal.
We know she's in the ring with Ashanti.
Yeah.
Like, they can put good music out.
Yeah.
But we're not looking for you to belt out too many notes.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just feel like that 3 songs. First of all, who are the people at Tiny Desk? And I need to apply for an advisor job, because y'all, first of all, stop picking people who don't have enough material to come here.
I mean,
she literally has 3 songs.
That's it.
That people know about. She's great. I think she's a great commercial sensation. She was, but it was with 1 song.
Yeah.
She has a great nostalgic hit with Why Don't We Fall in Love? But we're at 2 songs. She doesn't have enough. Where is, to me, is Tiny Desk?
I mean,
bring the real singers to the Tiny Desk.
Listen.
That's not for the people who play. You see, y'all ain't asked Ashanti to come.
Right. And Ashanti
Don't
got
ask
hits.
her to come. And she got hits, but she ain't no live singer.
She could sing hers and J-Lo songs, but go ahead.
Leave Ashanti where she at, though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's only certain people should come to that desk.
Mm-hmm.
People who can actually, what he used to say? I listen to singers. People who can actually sing.
Yeah.
Those are the people who should be at Tiny Desk.
Mm-hmm.
The people who can sing.
Right.
But I'm sure it's some white girls back there picking.
Oh, yeah.
Who is probably like 1 black girl in the room with a natural who, they always got that 1 token black girl.
Yeah.
Who be so far in left field,
and just going along with whatever and don't have a clue.
You need a Tia Keisha. You need a hood. You need me. You need somebody who is in the mix.
Exactly.
Y'all be picking black girls who be 22. They don't know music.
Don't know nothing.
They wasn't even born. They was born 20-some years ago.
Right.
They don't know music.
Because there ain't really been no real music in about 20 years. I mean, let's just keep it real. At least
it ain't been no real music since about 1997.
I mean, if you want to keep it real.
Like, let's be real. The last real music we heard was the Emancipation of Mimi.
I mean,
if we talk about some songs from start to finish,
okay,
I don't know any after that.
Right.
Because Fantasia won American Idol before that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Mary J. Blige, she cool. Mm-hmm. She that's my girl. But if we talking about a collective body of work from start to finish after Emancipation of Mimi, cool. I ain't even finna say no Beyonce songs, and I like Beyonce.
Yeah, I like Beyonce, but I can't.
It ain't even no Beyonce albums that you can think of from start to finish.
I don't think that, except for her very first one, I don't think I've listened to any of her albums from start to finish, and that's no shade because I love Beyonce, but it's just like, it just doesn't flow like that, like an album like Emancipation of Mimi or My Life, something like that. It doesn't flow like that.
Listen, and My Life was what? 95? 95?
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Listen.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. So, if them the people y'all pick 7 songs and ask Mariah Carey to come to Tiny Desk.
I mean, that right there. You can't, first of all, because y'all be back there battling for the 7 songs.
For the 7 songs. But I'm saying, y'all, because it ain't but 30 minutes.
Right.
So, it fell very short.
Yeah, and I don't think it did anything for her. It put her back out there. Yeah.
What did Fat Joe say? The price is not the price.
Yeah.
After Usher, that took Tiny Desk to another level. Mm-hmm. I didn't want y'all to invite Marvin Sapp after Usher.
Right.
Usher took Tiny Desk today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
And I will say this: the only singer that really gave what Usher I'm not putting him in the same realm of Usher, even though he's an amazing vocalist, but Duran Bernard. He put on an amazing Tiny Desk.
Oh, he put on a show, yes.
He put on a show, but he's a performer,
the thing is,
too.
Everybody doesn't know him.
I was going to say that. You took that right out my mouth.
Yeah. And that's how you know it's whoever back there picking is bullshit.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
Right.
No disrespect to old boy, because he is an amazing singer. But who knows him?
Exactly.
It was like, that was good. It was good. But he don't got enough songs for us to be jammed. We don't even know his music like that.
Right.
That's what. So see, you do those people a disservice when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, let it be somebody who, we know that we're familiar with.
Right. I mean, y'all been doing better with the hip hop artists than the singers, and that's fine because we all here for hip hop. Well, we're here for hip hop, but especially like live performances like that. I mean, that took me back to Jay-Z's Unplugged. When you see the hip hop artists in there with the bands and stuff. So
there is nothing that can match.
I listened to that CD the other day.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Oh my Lord, I'm about to go put it on today. Because let me tell you something. That Unplugged, the number of times I watched that.
Oh yeah, I had it on DVD.
Filth my jeans, take that off and give it to me.
Yeah.
At the end when Dame came out. Mm-hmm. I just wish that is one fence that I wish could get mended.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And Dame, you're clearly the crazy person in that situation.
I mean,
well,
they always said he was a little off. I mean, look who his cousin is. So obviously he runs in the family. So
yeah, they do got a little. They got a little situation going on. Yeah. But it's just like his daughter is on. His daughter is on NYC Next Generation.
Yeah.
And he's on there. Like he's on there too. With
yeah,
his,
you sent me the
fiance.
Clip. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he, it's. I would have to say, if they can keep this up, they might got something. They might got something.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I don't know if it's an episode 2 on there yet. But if they can keep it up,
yep,
they got something. But listen, since we are here,
okay,
I want somebody to fix Riley's hair. Y'all frustrate me so much with these looks that y'all put on national TV, and y'all are wealthy. Why do y'all do that? Who did that to her? And Candy, you should fight whoever got her on TV looking like that.
Yeah.
But do you even know any better? You
I
probably don't.
I mean, let's talk. I mean, because Candy's had some styles. So.
Her having that natural with that bang.
I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's different.
It's terrible. No, don't do that. It's terrible. It's not different.
Yeah, she
it's
grown.
Terrible.
It's terrible. She grown. It's terrible.
Because let me say this. And this is the talk that women, I know that we speak body positivity. And I've been having to talk with one of my best friends about this, and she's been really talking about, so, we say all the time, it don't matter really what size you are, but you got to put your clothes on right.
Right.
Because we've seen some plus size women. I'm a plus size woman. I put my clothes on right. You've got to know how to dress your body.
Yeah.
And with Riley being 30 feet tall, on top it looks like you like to wear heels or chunky wedge shoes.
Oh yeah, she loves a heel.
There's some place you have to soften your look in other places. When you're already coming like full steam ahead, and I'm not saying that because she's gorgeous. Candy did a lot of work on that girl.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense while they were saying she had surgery and while she was doing all this. Now I see because y'all was prepping for this show.
Right.
And I couldn't understand why is Riley still in New York?
Yeah.
Well, this is why.
She had that show coming.
Yeah, she had that show coming up. But they just, so some of the shots she has like a bust down. And then on the show, she got that hair.
Yeah.
Please put the bust down on that girl.
Yeah.
And because it pisses me off for real when she's in an environment with all white people. And I don't know why they tend to do this to Black girls. Like when you're the only Black person, it's like you have to have a natural.
Or you have
to be that like. Why do they do that?
Right.
Why can't she be the feminine looking girl that she was? Now you got all these shots of her and promo of her with her long, straight, looking real cute, DJ. Like you have all these other shots, but this is how she comes to the show.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I feel like y'all do it intentionally. Almost.
They totally do.
To downplay her beauty. Because y'all trying to make the white beauty the standard.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it feels.
They want that to stand out more because they know that once they get that beautiful
really,
Black
all
woman
of those
in
girls
there,
she's on there with are, just white girls.
Yeah.
Like, It's nothing profound about them. I will say Ariana, Kim's daughter, she's beautiful. And we know Gia is gorgeous.
Yes.
Like, but she can hold a candle to them girls.
Oh, yeah.
But it feel like y'all doing, like I said, y'all doing that to her look on purpose. I don't like it, Riley.
No,
I don't like it.
that. No.
Make them stop doing that.
Yeah. I mean, Candy, you on top of everything else, so, you know.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I guess she
but I
already
know
making
it's
the
kind of
money.
sensitive. I think it's kind of sensitive to talk to girls and to talk to women about their look.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you, baby. Nope, they laughing at you. Fix yourself.
Yeah.
Soften your look. Soften your
'cause
look.
we got questions. It's like, you know, enough
Because
of
you're
this.
not an ugly girl.
Right.
You're not.
No.
Sometimes we just make poor choices based on our body. Sometimes we just don't.
How you feel about
pick,
your body.
Yes, you don't pick the best shape for your hairstyle. Because she could even wear her hair natural like that.
Yeah.
Put a part on the side and get rid of those bangs. Like,
yeah, I don't
do a
like
side
the bangs.
part.
Yeah,
and wear
bangs
it
aren't
that
for
way.
everyone. Yeah.
But don't do that little bang in the front. It makes you look weird. Like, don't do that. And why y'all got friends around y'all that don't tell y'all that?
I mean, that right there.
Like, you would look cuter if you did this. Do it this way.
Right.
This makes you look like, hey, girl.
Yeah.
That bang make you look like, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, fix it.
Get you
Fix
some
it.
real friends.
Fix it immediately. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right. No, that was perfect because I'm glad you promoted that show because I do actually, because, you know, I don't watch much TV anymore, but I watched that episode after you
my
sent me the
niece
clip.
uses my Peacock a lot. And so she's always watching, what's it called? The boat show, Below Deck.
Oh, okay.
And she be killing the housewives.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really watch it.
Me
but
either.
I was on there watching. Peacock had something new and I saw it and I said, let me watch this because she said she had watched it. I said, child, I'm gonna look at these people's kids. I don't want to, but I'm gonna just do
we're
it.
Gonna go ahead.
And it ended up being good.
Yeah, I liked it. Yes, I was like, so it got my attention. So, you know, I always give them a few episodes and then I'll be like, okay, I'll tell if I want to keep it on. And then even if I don't keep up with it, I'll go back and watch, you know, just to, you know, it's just not a priority. Yeah.
I'm looking to see how it unfolds with that little filthy girl that don't wash her hands.
You know what?
And then I got offended because Riley didn't want to hug her. She said, no, don't touch me.
Okay.
No,
and I would have been the same way. Like,
Don't put your hands on me.
Yeah.
Talking about when do I get to make the choices for my body?
Girl.
And she can make a choice for her body. She don't want your filthy ass on her.
But don't be trying to touch everybody and everything if you, you know what, but that's part.
But that's why New York has such a bad outbreak of COVID.
Listen.
Because it's a lot of y'all like that up there. You don't want to wash your hands.
It's nasty. Ugh.
Just.
All right, so let's close out the show with some politics.
Yes.
So before we get into the girls, let's talk about one of the girls, Linda McMahon. So this really just okay. So she was, you know, doing her thing on Capitol Hill, being asked questions, and she had answers to nothing, you know. But when it came to Black history, she really didn't know anything. Which I wasn't surprised. That's not the reason why, because if it would have just, you know, like if I would have just saw it, I would just giggled and just went on because it's not surprising.
Right.
You know, but there were some key moments in Black history that I can't think of the Congresswoman's name, but she was asking her about, and Linda McMahon just kept saying, I'll have to get back to you on that. I'll have to look a little bit more into that. When, you know, these are, a couple of them weren't like Ruby Bridges. It wasn't. It's a huge part.
So that she was asking her questions that pertain to education.
Yeah.
Like Black moments that
Black
pertain
moments
to
in education. Yes,
that
thank
she
you.
should have known.
Yeah, I should have specified
as the
that.
Secretary of Education.
Exactly. Yeah, because then there was another one. I
gosh.
can't think of what it was, but it was another poignant Black moment in educational history. It wasn't the Little Rock. What was it? The 5 or 7? Whatever. I hate how.
Was it Brown versus the Board of Education?
It may have been. I can't remember. But
She didn't know.
She didn't know. She didn't know any of them. And she kept saying that, I have to get back to you and on this. And the person, the congresswoman that was asking her the questions, was just like, so you don't know, pretty much. I'll just have to get back to you on that. Basically, what that means is one of her aides, who probably doesn't know either, is going to research it and let her know.
So
And
nobody who was sitting behind you had the presence of mind. This, I want to show y'all how stupid they are.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nobody sitting behind her had the presence of mind to Google the shit and write it down.
Right there on real time.
On real time, so that your boss didn't look like a dumbass.
That's because
none of you
stupid.
around her had the presence of mind to Google the shit. None of you even had the presence of mind to say, they probably gonna be trying to ask her
to be
some
prepared.
shit. So at least let us know about some educational facts.
Yep.
Let us know when, we started giving special treatment to kids with disabilities. Let us know what we do for kids with autism.
Yeah.
Let us know when we integrated the schools. When did we integrate busing? You dumb motherfuckers went in there and didn't even know that.
But that just shows
Didn't
their
even
arrogance.
think to write it down before you got in there.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And and the thing is, like, I wasn't surprised that she didn't know
at all.
But it goes to a bigger topic that it's just like there are a lot of people who don't know, even Black people.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm gonna stand on this every
ahead.
time we come to this situation. This ain't teaching you shit, but hire your damn friends.
That's it. And that's all
Stop
it is.
acting like you don't want to hire your friends because you give a damn about what other people think.
Right.
Hire your friends. Pick the people around you.
Yep.
Every LLC that I have ever mailed into the state of Ohio, every corporation I have ever formed, every article of incorporation I have ever written out, every board member I have ever put together, all of my friends' names are on there. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
Right.
I'm going to put my friends' names down. Who's going to be the CEO? That would probably be me. Who's going to be the CFO? My damn sister.
Okay.
Because she's tight as hell with money. Who's going to be the development officer? Probably Brittany.
Okay.
Who's going to be the secretary? Ashley. Every one of my friends' names is down.
Right there on there.
Are you fucking crazy? You have let these white people convince you not to put your people on while right in our face twice, mind you. He has been in the White House twice.
Yep.
He has done nothing but hire his friends. He didn't give a damn if they were even qualified. That lady don't know nothing about education.
Nothing.
She is in the profession of wrestling. And doing a piss poor job at it because they are being sued for molesting kids. Hire your friends. Stop being scared to be friends with your friends. And pick your damn friends every time. I don't care who think it looks stupid. Pick your friends. Pick them. I don't care if you open it a burger joint and your friend used to work at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Pick your damn friends.
Right.
Every time. See the good in your people and pick them.
Thank you.
And pick them and trust them and walk away.
Yeah.
Because he done pick these people and he don't even be watching them.
Just let them do whatever. Say whatever.
Your friends. I'm going to pick mine every time.
Every single time. Forget y'all. Shoot.
I ain't never going to let y'all turn me away from mine.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm going to keep picking them. And now that we're talking about politics, it's so funny because I made a personal agreement with myself that Governor Gavin Newsom, we're going to get you in the White House.
I mean, that part right
I don't know how I'm going to do it, Gavin. I don't know. But I'm getting ready to go research you today. And it's so funny we talking about this because I told myself, I was getting dressed. And I said, yeah, Gavin, we got to do something. I
Yeah.
got to really go check your record.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to start bombarding you with tweets. And I don't tweet because I'm not on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to start leaving you messages on your Instagram and on your threads. And we need you in the White House.
Yeah.
I know you got a cute little thing going on over there in California.
They be all right. They'll find somebody else.
I know you got a lot of wildlife that wildfires done took over your situation, and you're dealing with a lot of natural disasters. This whole country is a national disaster,
Listen.
and we need your help.
Mm-hmm. I
You
totally
handle
agree.
yourself well. You kind of gather yourself when stuff is tough. You ain't scared of nobody. You be looking him dead in his face like, hey, I don't got time for your bullshit.
Right. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Gavin, I don't know what the Democratic Party is talking to you, but we the people are talking to you.
Listen.
We need you, Gavin, because I don't see anybody on the horizon. And I'm gonna start tweeting the DNC or leaving messages on their Instagram. Don't pick no more black people.
Listen, we ain't ready. We
Don't
talked
pick
about
no
that
more black
earlier.
people.
We talked
Don't
about that
pick
earlier in the
Corey.
season. Mm-mm.
Kamala is through with y'all.
Yeah.
Don't pick Hakeem. Don't pick no more black people.
No.
And I'm black, and I'm telling y'all, don't pick no more black people.
Because they ain't ready.
And I know y'all gonna judge me for saying this. We need a white man to come save us, and it's gonna probably have to be Gavin.
Yeah.
Gavin is the only one that has the presence.
I totally
agree.
agree.
Has the physique of a president. Mm-hmm. He has the consonant, the countenance of a president. I think I'm using that word wrong. He's the only one who has the wherewithal. Mm-hmm. He's the only one who gives presidential. We want Gavin.
Yep. And that's it.
Let me get on Canvas on Canva and make me a thing that says we want Gavin. And then I'm gonna put whatever the next president's election. What is it?
That'd be 2028.
28. Okay, I'm about to put that. We want Gavin. 2028. Yeah.
There you go.
Cause ain't nobody got time for this. Don't make me go get a website.
Yeah, because we're gonna make that shit go viral. We're gonna post it everywhere.
Gavin, we need you.
Yeah.
This is not going the right way.
Mm-mm. And we need somebody
trying to make this man. They trying to take the women's right away to vote.
Listen, I mean, and y'all, that's Lord have mercy.
Is it not enough women down there? Like y'all let him do that?
Just let him do whatever, because they don't want to. They don't want to lose that whatever they have with him. I don't know what it is. They don't want to lose that.
Baby, if they ain't show y'all they was racist, they proved it.
I mean,
y'all was out here making friends with them, rubbing elbows with them. They don't even like us,
right?
I seen two white guys talking on the podcast today, and they were talking about, this might have been in the middle of the night, talking about that the Asians are the most racist against blacks. I'm like, yes, I thought y'all knew that.
I mean,
and it's so funny because they're like, but, and the guy was like, well, why? Like and the guy said, well, this goes way back. And again, read, what was that book I was reading? Code Red I think it was called Code Red, about housing discrimination.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all know why Asians hate us? Asians hate us because white people force Asians into community with us. Y'all think that them Asian businesses are in the black community for no reason.
Right.
You think that it's there because Asians chose to come over into our community and take advantage of us, don't y'all? That's how y'all treat it, and that's what y'all act. That's how y'all act. But what you really don't understand is that white people only approved Asian businesses in black communities. They would not approve it for us.
Right.
But they would approve the businesses for them. But because they hated Asians just as much as they hate us, they would not let Asians open businesses in their neighborhoods.
Yep. So that made them think that they were better than us.
So the only market that Asians had to open business in was in the black community. They're not there because it's like, they saw a need and they said, let us service you.
And they definitely don't want to be there.
Internet telling them lies. I be seeing people down in Louisiana be telling them lies and shit. And I'm like, who told y'all that?
And
where'd y'all get that from? Like who? Who told y'all?
I'm going to get that book and we're going to do a podcast on that. We're going to do a show on that.
It's a blatant lie. If you listen, I went under one of Ben Crump's posts when he was saying something about the government, and I said it plainly. It has always been the government.
Yep.
I don't know if you all understand that, but when I read that book, it really, and I love the government, if anybody knows. I honestly do. Like, I did at one time. Like, I was a diehard. Like, oh, I want to work in the White House. I want to be the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. I had planned to go get my master's in housing and urban development. Like, it was my track. I
Right.
have a degree in my bachelor's degree is political science and education. Like, I was hands down,
You
I wanted to work at
ready.
the White House. And the older I've gotten, and the older I get, excuse me, and the more I read, and the more I really see what's going on, it's like, damn, they really hate us.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just don't know why
They really
some
hate
black
us.
people can't see that. I really don't.
And I've just accepted it now.
That's, yeah.
I've accepted it, you know. It's not something that for us to be bitter about. I still think we can overcome and we can work the same loopholes that they work.
Yeah.
But
and even
they don't
people
like
you
us.
think who like you, even the ones that you think like you, just look at how they vote, look at how they you know, the things that they say, you know, it's like they could say that they're cool with you because they like you, but overall, they don't like black people. They don't, you know, I mean, it's just like, just pay attention to what they say. That's it.
They don't like black people, y'all.
No.
And I know that's a hard pill for some people to swallow.
It's real hard for some people to swallow because they will be
pissed.
Especially when it comes to a good old white person. They'll be like, they be like, no, they would, they don't like, you know, nope.
Yeah, they be pissed.
Yeah.
They be pissed.
Yep.
But, and then listen, I'm going to say it. I know this sounds crazy for us after we just said all of that. I know there are some decent white people in the world.
Of course.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I know there are some white people who vote Democrat who are out there on the front line. Like, I know that those people exist. I'm not making these statements saying that I know that they don't, that I think that they don't exist. But I think what Muhammad Ali said is the best example we have to give. He said, if it's 1,000 snakes coming at me, and I know that one of those snakes in there likes me, one of those snakes loves me, do I give it time to see if the one snake can convince the other ones?
Right.
Or do I shut the door on everybody?
Okay.
And sometimes you got to shut the door on everybody. And I think that's what's hard for black people.
Yeah.
Because we have been inbred, like it's in us to give everybody a chance and turn the other cheek. And, you know, we live in a place of grace, you know. But sometimes we be giving grace to the wrong situations.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you don't want to face the truth.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a word for somebody, because we be even giving grace in relationships that we ain't got no business giving grace in.
Exactly.
You be giving grace to family members who you ain't got no business giving grace to. It ain't just, we ain't just talking about black and white.
Right.
Stop giving grace to situations. Stop trying to put life into situations that God already said is dead.
Exactly.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Child, you know, we always gonna leave on a word. That's enough right there.
That's it.
Well, as always, you can reach us at girl_you-know-what, at Wellness and Women, and at Danny B Speaks. Until next time, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.